It was morning, and like any other day, Guruji was teaching his disciples in a Gurukul. Today's topic was Atma, the soul. While talking about the soul, Guruji started with these words of Gita. Nainam chindante shastrani, nainam dahati pavake, na chainam kledyantyaapo, na shoshyati marute. Meaning, neither the weapons can pierce or shred the soul, nor can the fire burn it. Water cannot wet it, and the wind cannot dry it. This soul can never be destroyed. It is indestructible. Hearing this, a disciple got curious and said, Guruji, how is this possible? You call the soul indestructible, and how does it reside in the perishable body, and why is it not visible to us? Is there really a soul? Guruji smiled and said, Son, today take a bowl of milk and keep safely to get it tomorrow at this time. The next day, the disciple appeared with a bowl of milk that he had kept overnight. Guruji asked, Is this milk still drinkable? Is this milk consumable? The disciple said, No, Guruji, it got spoiled last night itself. But what does it have to do with my question? Guruji interrupted the disciple and said, Today take a bowl of curd to keep with you and get it tomorrow at the same time. The disciple reported to Guruji with a bowl of curd kept overnight with him. Guruji asked, Is curd still good for consumption? The disciple said, Yes, Guruji, it is still fine. Okay, bring it again tomorrow, Guruji ordered. The next day, when Guruji asked the disciple about the curd, he told that the curd had turned sour and looked somewhat spoiled. On this, Guruji kept the bowl aside and said, No problem. Today, take a bowl of ghee and get it back only when it spoils. Days passed, but the ghee did not spoil, and the disciple continued to appear before the Guru every day. The disciple could no longer control himself and asked, Guruvar, I had asked you a question long ago. If the soul exists, it is indestructible, then how does it reside in this perishable body, and why is it not visible to us? Is there really a soul? But instead of answering it, you got me entangled in milk, curd and ghee. Don't you have any answer to this? This time, Guruji got serious and said, Vatsa, I was doing all this just to answer your question. Look, milk, curd and ghee are all parts of milk. But milk gets spoiled in a day. Curd lasts for 2-3 days. But the pure ghee never spoils. Similarly, the soul, despite being in this perishable body, is such that it can never be destroyed. Okay, Guruji, accepted that the soul is indestructible, but we can see the ghee, but not the soul. Shishu, Guruji said, ghee is not visible on its own. Milk has to be converted into curd by adding jaman, the sourdough, to it. Then the curd is churned and converted into butter, but when the butter is melted at the right temperature for hours, then the ghee gets made. Every human being can have Atma Darshan, darshan of the soul, but he has to go through a process like milk. The body has to be purified with the jaman of bhakti and bhajan, with the sourdough of worship and chanting hymns. And then with the churning of karma, this body has to be churned in the service of the poor, and then it has to be tampered over the years of meditation and penance. Only then the Atma Sat, Atma Darshan, self-realization becomes possible. The disciple had understood Guruji's explanation. He was satisfied, touched Guruji's feet and moved ahead on the path of self-realization.